Yo, what's up, TikTok? I'm back with another one with y'all. We gonna talk about one of my favorite clubs I love going to growing up. Now, for those who knows that's from the city, we gonna talk about Hammerjacks today. Let's go on and talk about Hammerjacks. So Hammerjacks opened its doors in 1977. So 1977, during that time period, disco funk was at its peak. You had rock punk, far as like Kiss and Guns N' Roses, so many different groups that was coming to rise to prominence. So at first, Hammerjack started off as a rock club, because truth be told, that was a thing back in the day. Everybody was checking for the rock music, the funk, pop, rock, funk, however you want to call it, which was a beautiful era in that time period in the mid to late '70s. So Hammerjacks made its way through the door. They were first located on Russell Street, so that's right where the Baltimore Ravens are currently at, right under that bridge, and that's where the venue of Hammerjacks is currently located at now. So Hammerjacks is one of the biggest spots. They had a lot of events, a lot of concerts every week. They was killing it, man. The top place to go to. So I never really consider it as a club. It was more of a event venue, like for concert. Like say like if they couldn't, it was really a club, but if you couldn't get people in the Baltimore arena, this is the place they always was at. And I don't think I really heard no artists really going to no venues like this. So Hammerjacks was truly one of a kind. As time went on, they kind of phased away from the rock era on to the 80s, and we had groups coming in as far as like Rap DMC, Grandmaster Flash, we got Cool Mo D, and they also visited this place in the 80s. I got so many stories from the older crowd telling me how much of a good time they had and how much love we showed the artists back in the day. So, and the rock music was kind of phasing out, so they kind of left the rock scene, and hip hop is what really changed Hammerjacks. And I ain't gonna lie, I mean, hip hop is a great music, we all know, but it's like that low key was a downfall of Hammerjacks. So many fights, so many situations. It became a headache, for the owner. So as the '90s came about, hip hop came to prominence. Shout out to Wu-Tang Clan, they came here. Notorious B.I.G. got a horrible story. I'm gonna do that next video when Notorious B.I.G. came to Baltimore and hated it. But we opened up a lot of doors for these artists, man. A lot of them got their foot in the door, coming to Hammerjacks. And the big names I noticed the most was, people love seeing DMX. DMX is already here coming to the Hammerjacks back in the day. So this club is just truly legendary. This is honestly my favorite Baltimore club of all time, especially when it comes to like all the other clubs like Odell and Volcanoes and different spots that I never got a chance to go to. But I went to this place when I was 1 or 2 years old during Easter. So in the 2000s, Hammerjacks started hosting like kitty disco parties, which I was a part of course. They like the hip hop scene was still dominant, and they moved from under the bridge from downtown on into Charles Street. So that's the last time Hammerjacks was open as far as the club scene wise. And out of nowhere, when I got a little older, they just shut down. They stopped having the kitty discos. They went out of business for a while. So I was kind of mad. They kind of went out how they went out. But Hammerjacks. Look how packed they is. They is so lit up in there. So this is a prime example of why Hammerjacks is one of my favorite clubs growing up. That place is packed from the front to the back to the ceiling. Like, oh my God. That's why Hammerjacks is goated. This is why, and it's the same place I went to when I was a little kid. This the same Hammerjacks. Y'all see the scenery. This is from the 90s. So, and I also did this video on my YouTube page. Y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel, Deshaun Ellis. I did this video 4 or 5 years ago on YouTube. But that's crazy. Look at this scene. It was getting lit back in the day. So the Hammerjacks peak was at the 70s, the 80s, and 90s. Music was good, man. I'm telling y'all. So in today's time, Hammerjacks currently open right now. It's an outside venue. They going back to the original roots. I don't see Hammerjacks, bringing the club scenery back because you know how it is nowadays. And The owner's really smart. I ain't gonna lie. He playing chess with us because we want a club back. We need that go-to club everybody need to go to in the city of Baltimore. We ain't got nowhere to really go to. Like the club scenery is still kind of dead. We still bringing the city back as far as like the positivity, the dancing, everything the city deserved to have, and we just don't have it, unfortunately. So this is the futuristic version of Hammerjacks, and it's an outside venue still. So they definitely back in business. So I'm glad Hammerjacks is back open, and hopefully I can visit down there, get the videos. I love all type of music when it comes to rock, pop, anything. I'm an artist, so I gotta love that type of stuff. So that's all I gotta say, man. If you're new to the channel, hit that follow button, hit the like button. I appreciate all my supporters. Been rocking with me since day one. This is my Hammerjacks video. What happened to Hammerjacks? But they got their rise. They had their rise and fall, and now they back on top. But yeah, Hammerjacks definitely back open. So go check this place out. Go get a concert in. Have a good time. Get a drink. Let's go ahead and bring the city back to it. We need to start having fun again. It's too much violence. There's too many YNs trying to take over. Like, we need more control in the city. Like, it's ridiculous. But anyway, y'all be blessed one. Stay focused. Have a great week. And I'm out with it, world. Peace.